Good evening and welcome to Banana Slug News. I'm Audrey Milo.
And I'm Noelle Paris.
This week in news. To many, last week was just the week before Halloween, but to others it was known as Islamo-Fascist Week. What exactly is it, and what is its purpose? For that and more, we go to Marcos Cepeda.
To many people, the week of the 22nd through the 26th was either the week before Halloween or the week before midterms. But to a select few, it was known as Islamic Fascist Awareness Week. What is this week, and why is it filled with so much controversy? Let's find out.
It was a statewide, a nationwide event where schools from all over the country came out to educate people about the fascism in the Islamic world. I do want to remind everyone that we are talking about a very small group of people.
But who started Islamo-Fascist Awareness Week? That would be our good friend David Horowitz, seen here on Fox News blasting UCSC for its liberal teachings. But who is this guy?
David Horowitz is an outspoken conservative. He is a politician.
Not according to some people, though.
David Horowitz, an ultra-right-winger who needed an excuse to create more divisiveness and bigotry in the United States.
And what was done during this week?
As part of Islamo-Fascist Awareness Week, we had a petition acknowledging the crimes and denouncing the crimes of the Islamo-Fascists. We also played a movie called Obsession, where it's an independent documentary about what is happening. It includes the training of these Islamo-Fascists. It talks about what they do, how it is fascism, how the state educates them to become these jihadists.
And what did other groups do?
What we did was we grouped together with other organizations, including the Student University Interfaith Council, and we wore green that day as a kind of a sign of a counter-protest, as kind of a silent way to show that we did not really approve or have any kind of acceptance of this kind of divisive tactic.
I do want to say that even within our club, there's a lot of differing opinions. People don't exactly think the same thing in our club, and people don't think the same thing between organizations. I would ask people who would look at publications we submit to people and not take those things as having us believe every single point in a pamphlet.
In the future, will Islamic Fascist Awareness Week actually bring about awareness of a credible threat, or will it just serve to further alienate a group that's already been feeling discrimination? Only time will tell. For Banana Slug News, I'm Marcos Cepeda.
On Monday, October 29th, installation of storm drains for the Ranch View Terrace housing project began at the Bay and High Street intersection. The road work is expected to cause traffic delays until Tuesday, November 6th, when the project is completed.
Aside from the scary and skimpy attire and reckless debauchery that the end of October has come to represent, dozens of community members still had a chance to pay homage to past loved ones in this year's Dia de los Muertos celebrations. Here's Yesenia with more.
Observed from October 19th through November 3rd, El Día de los Muertos is a celebration that captures the idea of unity between life and death. Celebrated at the same time as the Christian holy days All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day, Dia has been practiced by indigenes for at least 3,000 years. This year's ceremonies were ignited by a colorful array of traditional folklorico dances.
I like doing Mexican folk dance because it lets me show where I came from and help express it through dance. I definitely like performing in the UCSC campus just to educate all the students about Mexican culture, the dances that are traditionally dance in Mexico. Well, the first dance that we did was called Viejos, which is specifically for Dia de los Muertos. You'll hear all the dead people coming back, like screaming, telling their family members that they're coming back. And that's when they all come out and basically have a good time because they're back from the dead.
Dia is centrally focused on artistic expression of the honored dead through artesanías, or arts and crafts, and ofrendas, offerings.
I'm making some tin art with a face of a calavera on it. I think it's important because it allows other people that might not know things about the Latino cultures to learn about other cultures, and this is a really big part of the Latino culture, just the Dia de los Muertos. It's awesome to have a little piece of your culture, you know, be in a place where your culture isn't necessarily the most dominant.
In preparation for the main event, an altar was built, complete with candles to light the spirit's path, and representations and pictures of the dead, along with marigolds and other special offerings.
Well, it's a day that you get to celebrate the death in a very powerful way, because it's about remembering the people that were very significant to you, or those that you don't see anymore, and you don't do this on a daily basis, so it just gives you that space to remember them.
I think its importance lies in the outreach aspect of it, because I mean Latinos in general here on campus are, you know, the minority population. I feel that, you know, us bringing our little own cultural event to the university, it provides a greater chance for diversity. Personally, you know, it's a day for me to not only keep alive my ancestors, but always, you know, celebrate them, celebrate their lives, celebrate what they've done, what they've accomplished, you know, because, well, their history plays a role in my history and, you know, what I'm going to do in the future. So I feel, hey, pay my respects.
The culminating ceremony of El Dia required prayer and performances for the espíritus to be summoned and honored by their loved ones.
I actually came also because one of my friends died a couple of weeks ago, and I wanted to also come and sort of pray for him. I just put a picture of my friend, the one that I lost. He's actually one of the first person I've ever lost. I've never lost a family member or a friend, so this is pretty big for me. Everybody has lost somebody, so everybody's welcome.
It's just exciting to learn more about other cultures, in my opinion, and like I said, the setting seems to be open to anyone. I mean, it's definitely in a space that's exposed and seems very open and welcoming, and we've got really great food and, you know, lots of great energy, and I think that it seems very inviting.
Although a traditionally Mexican practice, El Dia de los Muertos has become an outlet where the multicultural community can learn from each other and pay homage to their antepasados. This is Yesenia Cornejo, signing off.